Is up, Slay Squad? Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that are new, thank you for clicking on this video. We all know why you clicked on this video, and I'm gonna get into it. We're gonna talk all about why I'm saving myself for marriage, and everybody loves sex and they want to know all the topics about sex and purity and all of this crazy stuff. And it's not that crazy, but our society makes it so freaking crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Let me not ramble, let me not freaking stall. Let's just get into it right now. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The video. Believe it or not, God has been calling me to make this video for 2 years. Two years. And I've been procrastinating. I've been making all these excuses why I shouldn't do it because I don't like being vulnerable. Why I want people to know my business. Yada, 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 yada. Moral of the story is I'm making this video because somebody needs to hear it. Because my high school self needed to hear it. Because I was feeling alone and I wish I had somebody to look at that was like, no, I stand firm in what I believe and you should too. So let me be that person for you. Let me be that big sis. And if you're an outsider coming in that's here to criticize or here to shame or here to make feel less than, you can click off. This video is not for you. But for all my sisters in faith or all of those curious or all of those who, you know, are going through a similar journey, stay here, stay tuned. Sister Sylvi is here for you. So let me just start a little background, I guess, about my whole journey and what this stemmed from. So my mom started talking to me about sex at a very young age, and she would just always say basically that, you know, your private area is your treasure box and you only give it to somebody once you have a ring or once you're in a dedicated relationship or you love that person. That was just always my mental growing up. And it was just to the point, like, she would explain it, you know, whenever I had questions or if I, you know, felt like I wanted to talk to her about it. She was very open. I never felt weird about coming to her with certain things. And so, I don't know, in the back of my head, I was just like, oh, you know, it's important. Your virginity is something that you want to hold on to. You don't want to give it up. And like, I felt like deep down, personally, I felt like if you did give it up to somebody, like, I know this is going to sound way harsher than I'm wanting it to get off, but I felt like if I were to give it up, I'd be worthless, which I know is not the case. It's not true. I just want you guys to know my point of view, where I was coming from. So yeah, so that was my mental growing up. And so once I get into high school and I had my first kiss and all this kind of stuff is going on, then everybody's doing it. And I was like, who should I be doing it too? Like, eek, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Should I be doing it too? Like, that was my thought. And I feel like a lot of girls think it, but more so the girls that I was around were like, oh, this guy's so cute, I think I'm gonna do it with him. Or they might have a boyfriend, so like that was their plan within like freshman year of high school. You know, we're 14 at this point. And so I was just like, should I be doing it? Should I be doing it? Because up until that point, I was like, oh no way. Until I'm in love, until I have a boyfriend, until I'm in a, you know, committed relationship or have a ring. Nah, you know. But then you become 14, you become a freshman in high school, and I was like, maybe I should. And so moving into sophomore year, I was involved with a guy. I'm not gonna call these guys my boyfriends because at the time I thought they were boyfriends, but knowing what I know today, that was not even a relationship. Maybe a situationship, if you want to call it that, but I don't even like that word, so we're just gonna leave it as what it is. And so I was talking to this guy, you know, and I was into him, he was into me, he was older than me. That's another thing, I used to fall for older guys all the time, which might have been part of my problem. And so moving into my junior year of high school, I went to a new school, and the girls at this school were just like all about it, and it was just like the popular thing to talk about all the time. And yeah, so that was just a big thing, and I was just like, shoot, like, oh no. Like, before I was like, should I do it? Now I'm like, why am I not? But I feel like I always battled that inner voice or that inner feeling or my spirit. I was battling that. And so, you know, time came when I was in the position to where it could have gone left or right. And in my mind, I was like, no, like, I can't, like, I won't, I'm not doing this, you know what I mean? And I kind of just like had this, like, I don't know what it was, but it was a deflection, or it was just a resistance, that's the word, of I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. And the guy that I was in a situationship talking to, whatever, was really trying to pressure me in those situations. And I remember, like, this doesn't feel right, I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't, and I'm so glad I didn't. But I went back to school. It was like after fall break, and all the girls were like, so did you and so like, was this the weekend? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, wow, they were so excited, bro. Like, it was like I was welcome to the club. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, why is this like, what did I just do? Did I just like pass the bar exam? Like, why are they so hyped for me? And so I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm in, I'm so cool. Like, I'm out here popping in thought like everybody else, when I really wasn't. And come to find out now, as an adult, a lot of people were lying about this in high school because they thought they should be lying, you know, if they weren't really doing it. Well, am I supposed to say I am? And that's how I felt. And so once you lie about that, you're not gonna be like, oh, just kidding, just kidding. So I kept it up, and it was something that followed me through college and my beginning years of college. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I put myself in this predicament, and I started reading the word more and getting more involved in my faith, and realizing, like, why am I lying? What am I lying about? Why is this such a big deal? And it's because our society is like, dude, you gotta do this to be cool. Like, what are you doing? And all these girls are out here at parties just hooking up with whoever. Like, you should be doing it too. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And I was like, there is something wrong with me. Like, there's something wrong with me. No, sis. Like, not everybody's wired like that. Like, obviously, live your life, and if you're comfortable living that way, then I'm not here to judge or anything like that. Like, shoot, I thought that's the life I was supposed to be living. But I've come to find out, and God has told me, you know, I wrote the book. Hey, you can follow it, you don't. Like, you have free will. And so that's where I was like, he's calling me to live out my truth. And, you know, I don't know what this is for. I don't know why, you know, I'm called to this life. Why me? Why am I so resistant against it? Why? And it's because it was built for marriage. And that's what I believe. And that's what I'm holding myself as a standard to. And I feel like us daughters of Christ should hold ourselves of value and hold ourselves to that standard. Not everybody can. Flesh is, shoot, flesh is strong, you know what I mean? But your spirit is stronger if you build up that immunity to sexual immorality or whatever it is that you're trying to get away from. And so it's kind of just like, listen, you know, it's hard because sex is everywhere, on the TV, on freaking Instagram. I see so many booties. I'm like, girl, like, I had to unfollow some people. And so it's just kind of like, that's become the normal. But when you're living for God, you're living a different life. We're not like the Insta models or whoever. We're different. I'm just saying, you're not alone. I'm here. I've struggled through it. And then so, you know, 2 years ago when I was supposed to make this video, I started telling my closest friends, like, hey, this is something I feel really insecure about, and I lied to you about this, but I want to let you know why. And that's the issue. I was insecure. I was in fear of what people would think if they knew the truth. I wasn't doing what everybody else was doing, so I felt weird. I felt like an outsider. Any word you want to say, that's how I felt. And I felt like I was alone, because I'm like, shoot, ain't nobody else like around me living like me. Like, what? Like, is it really like worth the wait? Should I just go for it? And it's like, no, it's worth it, I promise. And people that have waited tell me it's worth it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this for nothing. But I started telling my friends, and they're like, dude, it's dumb that you think I would judge you or think you're weird or anything like that now knowing you. And like, it's not even that big of a deal. But I was so fearful of what people would think about me if they knew the truth. And it's like, baby girl, everybody's fighting their own battles. Like, you're not even, like, that was my deepest, darkest secret. And I was so scared to tell my closest friends. And it's just like, now I'm not ashamed. It's more so like, this is my journey. This is my personal choice, you know, to honor my Lord and Savior. But ultimately, I'm making the choice for myself. And so I just want you to know, you're not alone, sis. I'm here. I'm living through it. I'm 22. Hey. You know, it's fine. I don't even have a man right now. And that's another thing. I've seen videos like this, but they're already married. And so it's like, but you waited. You already got the goods. Like, I'm still waiting. And sitting here and this ain't fun. And so I just want to let you know I'm here with you. I'm on this journey with you. You're not alone. All the girls in high school, let them talk, let them do whatever they gonna do. It's not a big deal. I promise you, sis. Like, it's not a big deal. It feels like a big deal. Like, it felt like it was the most important thing that you had to do to earn your rite of passage in high school. Lord Jesus. But it's not like that. And so I just want you to know, if I can inspire one person to just be like, okay, I'm not alone. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to encourage you. Sis, you're not alone. We're in this together. So if you're in my situation and you're saving yourself, then that's your choice, and don't let anybody make you feel less than or insecure about your choice. Like, how it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. And I have lost friendships from it, unfortunately, because I did lie at the beginning of the day, and now I'm trying to make myself right in my eyes and just really doing my best to move out of that. And hey, you know, girls, you have the right to sleep with whoever you want. I'm not here to be like, oh, my way's the right way, your way's the wrong way, blah 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 blah. What I'm doing is right in my eyes, right for me, right for my situation and what I'm trying to do in my life. What you're doing may be fun, and maybe you're living your best life too. Hey, I'm not here to judge. I don't care. I'm just saying to the girl sitting in high school who needs this message, I'm here. I'm looking right at you. I'm in your eyes. I'm here, and you can get through it too. And when we get through this journey together. I watched a video on TikTok, and it was so relevant. I follow a lot of Christian people on TikTok because it's just, they come up with the best analogies. And so one of them took an example of a sticky note. When you have a sticky note, that's like your virginity. So you take a sticky note and you stick it to the fridge, and it sticks. It's sticking, man. It ain't going nowhere. But you take it out. You stick it to the wall. You take it out. You stick it to the freaking counter. You take it off. You stick it to your desk. You take it off. You stick it to your calendar. Okay, by the time you stick it to the 15th thing, it's not sticky anymore. And then it just starts falling off, and it's just dried up. It's no more adhesive. And so that's how it is when you're, you know, sleeping with all of these different people. That soul tie is weakening because you don't see it as much of a personal thing. It's just more of a pleasurable thing. And I just want you to know that at the end of the day, you're loved no matter what you do, and God is still here for you, and he still loves you, and he wants you to just call on him, and he's there. And I just want to inspire other girls who are going through the same thing as me, or who might have similar, you know, insecurities or fears about being accepted. And you're accepted and you're loved, and you're accepted by the number one person who matters. If nobody else accepts you, he ain't going nowhere. It says nowhere. Also wanted to take a specific moment and talk to all my sisters out there who have been taken advantage of, or who may have been robbed of their purity or anything like that. I want to let you know that you are still loved by God, and regardless of this situation, you are still of value. You are still pure in his sight, and that's all that matters. And I just want to let you know that you still have the option. If you want to wait for your husband, then that's your choice as well. Or if you would like to sleep with whoever, that's your choice. And I feel like you should know that. And I've been close with people who have been through similar experiences, and I just want to let you know my heart goes out to you. I love you, and I'm here for you. Everything happens for a reason. Maybe, you know, this is going to strengthen you and help you on your journey in life. Maybe this is to help you help somebody else and use your story as a testimony to speak to other girls. Who knows? And so I believe that, you know, God still has a plan for you, and don't, you know, look down on yourself or think anything negative of yourself, because you are still perfect in his sight. And I just want to let you know that. And so anyways, I just needed to add that in here because it is so important. I feel like it is an issue or a topic that gets swept under the rug, and it doesn't need to be, because it's very important, and it happens, unfortunately, more than I would like to admit. And I just want to speak to you out there specifically in this moment as well. Well, I hope this video was able to help at least one person out there. And if you did enjoy, please like this video. Encourage one another down there in the comments. I just want it to be a section full of love and light, and all negativity and everything else gotta go. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to become a part of the Slay Squad. And don't forget to slay all day. Holla, honeys.